Hey Aquarius, Adrian here. Hope you're doing great. Welcome to my channel. This is your 18 till 24 May love reading. So this one focuses specifically on that beautiful, beautiful experience in this world that give us hope and that make us carry on, which is love. Okay? If it's your first time to my channel, then I welcome you here. And if you've been here before, then I welcome you back. Alright? If it resonates with you, you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. Hit that little notification bell next to subscription. And today is Monday. So today it is the readings for the air signs that come out. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Alrighty. So I'm just going to jump right in. Select some cards for you. I just want to put this over there and I don't like to waste time. Okay? My time is precious, your time is precious. So, what I want us to do is, I want us to take just a nice deep breath together so we can connect on our heart space for the greatest good of all. So, okay. We spray this beautiful air cleansing spray that I make, rosemary, palo santo, and some crystals. So there's some for you, there's some for me, there's some for our space. And as I'm saying, time is precious, so let's not waste it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some cards while I speak to you all, if you're okay with me doing that. And so let's see what's happening, for you for love. And this is obviously a general reading. And if it resonates with you, fantastic. You take what resonates, and what doesn't resonate, you release it with peace and with love, and you let it go. Okay? If you want to have a personal detailed reading, there are some details for that down below. I sent you a 30 minutes reading. So it's a downloadable video. This is looking cool. So it's a downloadable video that I sent you. It's $12 at the moment. 150 Rand if you are in South Africa. You can follow me on Facebook. I go live there quite often, especially right now because I'm at home. I've got more time. I'm not going to say that I don't have time. I've got more time. Yes, I've got quite a couple of personal readings, but I've got more time, and I love sharing that. So, just going to draw 2 oracle cards here for you, which we're going to finish off with. But I'm going to draw them now already, so they can just be there. And also, if you are, wait, I wanted to use this, there we go. There we go. It's going to be so beautiful, lovely. Alrighty, so let's start off with a crystal oracle card for you. See what is sort of, oh, look at that, it popped right out. You see it? It says, oh, this is such a beautiful crystal. So it says Cuprite, rites of passage. And, and you may be interested in looking at the video that I did for you just the previous week, or at this point last week. The one that would have come out the previous week for you. Let's see what this kitty's got to say. Hello. Hello. Don't know if you have a cat. They are the best ever. Until they're not. He's probably going to want to go out again in a second, and I do apologize for that. But Cuprite, rites of passage, letting you know that whatever it is that you want in love, that you feel that you need in love, that sort of feels like it's being required, it's available to you. You can have it. Sometimes in life we feel that we need to deserve something or stuff like that, but I don't really feel that's where you at the moment. I feel that you at that kind of point where you want that sort of super love that's going to make things happen, that's going to kind of make it work, and that super love is available to you. That super love is available because your overall energy at the moment, it speaks about stepping away from things that are not serving you in a positive way. There's that sort of discernment that's taking place. So whatever doesn't serve you in a positive way, you're stepping away from those things, you're separating yourself from there. There's a lot of, what's happening, baby? There's a lot of, this is working for me, that is not working for me. So being prepared to separate yourself from those things, which is actually quite incredible. Okay. And yeah, at some point you must have decided, and I feel that this is sort of like a process that was in the becoming stages, where you kind of said to yourself, what is it that you want what do you want your life to be? Or there was some sort of evaluation that took place, or a realization that took place, where you kind of realize that, I feel for many of you, you would have gotten to a point where you would have actually realized that you would rather step away from a situation, from what the world would probably call stability, or the most sensible logical thing. You would rather step away from that, even if it's just on an emotional sense. You would rather step away from, or be without, or be seen as having less, as opposed to staying in a situation that was not honoring the greatest good and the highest good of who you are. And that was really you stepping into your power. So it's a bit of a juggling game at the moment, because it's almost like it's almost like reevaluating everything, because now, even though this is in relation to love and relationships and romance and marriage and all those type of things, with you of course being beautiful, you are reevaluating everything. Aquarians don't do anything on small measure, so you're kind of reevaluating everything. You kind of there's a bit of a rebelliousness coming through there. You're sort of questioning everything, and what you're actually doing is you are opening the windows of heaven really for you, for all those beautiful things to come through, because you are it's almost like you're sending sparks of positive energy in all different directions, and you are really stepping. I don't feel that for many of you, you're not 100% there yet, but you're in the process of kind of establishing yourself into what it is that you feel you need to be, or you feel you need to become, or what you'd like to have, or the part of you that you might have been suppressing for the longest time. You're kind of tired of that. You're fed up of doing that. You want to live your greatest experience of life. All right. You For many of you, when you're looking at the future, when you're focusing towards the future, you don't really want to have that sort of thing, almost of either or. Okay. If you have this part of you, then this part almost needs to be neglected a bit, or if you have that part of you, then this part needs to be neglected a bit. It's kind of like you're tired of playing this puppet sort of game, like when you have like a marionette and they've got all those little strings. So if you, for example, like I used to have a marionette where, I did all kind of weird stuff in my life. I had that curious soul, or have that curious soul. But whether whether it's a simpler sort of contraption or it's a very intricate ones, if you make the legs walk, for example, you move it so this side has to come up, that side has to go down. This side comes up, that side must go down. So it's almost like you've been kind of playing this sort of almost Russian roulette sort of game, but with many areas of your life, and you're tired of doing that now. You're like, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not prepared to do it anymore. So you're really stepping into this power, and it's like you're becoming this big game changer within your own life. And sometimes you kind of surprise yourself. You go like, what? Okay. But then also, I feel that now and going forward, it's like there are some challenges coming up, some very difficult questions that you have to ask yourself. But sometimes when you go into something new, it is a process of becoming, unfolding, that sort of thing. But also the universe is letting you know that it is safe for you to trust, to dream, to believe that that what it is that you want to have in love specifically, and especially that sort of love and that sort of energy overall in all areas of your life, that really tick those boxes, that might have felt at a point that you might never get. The universe is wanting to let you know that that's available to you going forward. So it's a bit of a, and I'm not one to paint you little pretty pictures. It is challenging going forward, but also it's the challenges that bring you to the value of where it is that you'd like to go. This is amazing. Look at this. This is just me clarifying our cards. This is your overall energy of the reading. So 8 of Cups is clarified by 8 of Cups, 2 different decks. All right, and that is just really confirming for you that the steps that you decided to take in order to separate, step away, be it from people, be it from situations, be it from circumstances, be it from parts that you realize that you need to heal within yourself, that those steps that you are taking, if you were in doubt, those are the best steps that you can be taking for yourself. Okay, so that is just a confirmation there for you that you are on the right track. Let me just finish these clarifyings for you. Let's see. So yep, going forward, some really difficult decisions that needed to be made, but also I feel that you got very tired of playing it small, of numbing yourself down, of dumbing yourself down. You got tired of that. You wanted um, the the mind stimulating sort of conversation. It goes really deep into the soul. It's that core need for that sort of intelligence that you're born with. And when I say intelligence, I'm not even talking about book intelligence. It's that sort of X sort of quality, that you're looking for. You needed that. It's not just that you wanted it. You realize that it's for you specifically. If you want to be happy and if you want things to work out, that for you specifically is a need. That is a box that needs to be ticked. Okay, that is a compromise that can't be made. All right. And I feel for those of you that made the compromise, you realize that you're not willing to do it anymore. You completely stepped away from that. Yeah, you realize that if you're going to have to make compromises, the compromise is not going to be your heart. All right. And also, if you look at, for example, I know I'm not showing you all the cards, but remember, I don't have to show you the cards because I'm reading it for you. All right. And as I said, what resonates with you resonates, and what doesn't resonate you release it with peace and with love. But look at this. This is the energy right in the middle of the reading. So this is kind of like that light that's shining out in different directions. Fully supported by the universe at this moment. And the reason why you're so fully supported by the universe, it is because you really powerfully investing in your own power, on who you are. All right. So if you want to know why is it that things are starting to look in a different direction for you, why do you have a different sort of thought pattern, what's happening over here, you are really, and for many of you, it could be the first time in a long time, it could be the first time in your life, it could be the first time in a long time that you are actually really honoring the incredible, amazing being who you are. You know that you are. You're not trying to tweak yourself to fit in. Like you're done with that game. That's an old pair of shoes, needs to be thrown away now. Could have been keeping it for a while for sentimental reasons or whatever, but it's almost like the time to play nice little games is done now. You're not interested in doing that anymore. All right. And so from the standpoint where you are right now, let me just confirm for you also here that the time for you to be completely open to what you want to have, the time is now, because you're standing in a very strong part of your power, and the universe is basically putting out these almost like sirens to let you know you can have it now. Okay, you can have it now. Let's just see what's happening over here. Yeah, kind of getting yourself in some stuck situations there, but I feel that the motivation for you to take some of your actions, and for some of you, your hearts may be quite hurt, going forward. There might be quite a bit of pain involved, but it's also, the pain itself for you specifically serves a very important purpose. The pain that you have, it's almost like you remember as you go forward what you had to go through to get to where you wanted to be, and it's in that. And this is not about playing, stepbrother or stepsister with yourself, being nasty to yourself. This is just really about needing to have within your mind that sort of reminder kind of thing, of the barriers that you needed to overcome, so you don't go back to the previous sort of pickle situation that you're finding yourself in at the moment. All right, so we're just going to finish off with your two oracle cards here and see what we have. Look at this, what it says. It says, honor thyself. All right. Messages from the universe. This is really motivational, beautiful motivational cards that I really, really love. It says, just curious. When was the last time you looked into a mirror and addressed yourself as gorgeous, magnificent, or sublime? It really matters. Okay. Um, it says, yes, looking at you, gorgeous, the universe. Okay, haba haba counts. And so important. The time is now. Begin now. Take your first step. The time is ready for you now. Okay. Wonderful. Aquarius, thank you for your time. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your energy. Honor, love, and respect you. If you want to have a personal reading, as I said before, 30 minutes reading, $12 US. The details are down below for you to order it. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and I invite you to subscribe to my channel. I've got a reading every week. Mondays is the week for Aquarius. I'll see you next week, Monday.